Good morning everyone, welcome back. Lovely day, and it's that time of the year when the shorts have to come out. Sorry about that. Oh, these are heavy. I'm not tossing the cable, that's for sure. Oh, better catch my breath. They're quite heavy and a bit cumbersome. If you don't get them in the centre, they try to topple. Anyway, week and a half ago, I had a knock on our door, and it was a local gentleman by the name of Raymond, and I've never met him before. And he said, I understand you've got a problem with your barn roofs. I said, yeah. And next thing I know, I'm in his car, being taken back to his house, where he presented me with these 2 telegraph poles. And I said to him, how much? You know, what's the price? And he said, Chateau, gift. And so I said, oh, that's very kind, très gentil. And I said, okay, I'll arrange to come and collect them. Anyway, 9 o'clock next morning, knock on the door, and there's Raymond with his trailer and the 2 telegraph poles. So he brought them around. So really kind of him, really generous, and he'd heard through the grapevine that we were having problems. Obviously, there's people in the village who watch YouTube, and I know Susie from over the road put a post on Facebook asking if anybody had anything. And so, yeah, had a great response. Anyway, a couple of days after that, I had another gentleman knock on the door called Stefan, again a Frenchman, never met him before, and he said, I understand you've got a problem with your barn roof. And next thing I know, I'm in his car back to his place, where he's showed me quite a lot of these big solid posts, even thicker than these actually, proper solid beams. And I don't know, he had 5, 6, 7 of them. I was just taken back. And I said to him, okay, what sort of price do you want? And he said, just give me what you want. Okay, so I said, right, thank you. I was taken back. They're very big, and they're going to be very heavy, very cumbersome. I don't think I can use them in the barns over the road, but I could definitely use them here. Anyway, later that afternoon, it turns out Stefan had been around to a couple of local farmers, and they knocked on my door. And they said, oh, these telegraph poles, we got loads of them. In fact, we gave them to Raymond, and these 2 were left over from a building project he did. So if you want any more, we've got loads of those. So, yeah, really great. And I asked them, I said, well, Stefan said, you know, just give him what I want. What does that mean? You know, I don't want to offend the guy. And they said, well, to be quite honest, I think Stefan just wants to get rid of them. They're in his way. So I don't think it's about money. And these 2 gentlemen kindly offered to actually collect them on their tractor and bring them here for me. So the generosity of the locals, it's been incredible, really. I'm really taken back and really grateful. And all that means, of course, is that to redo the structure of this, I've probably got most of the materials I need just to get the beams and the purlins in, etc. So that's going to save me a lot of money, but also it kind of inspires me to get on with it. There's no real reason why not. Obviously, I've got a million jobs to do, not just this. But that's why I've trimmed all this, because I wanted to keep an area clear so I can get access, because this grass will soon get overgrown. And, you know, if we don't manage to close off the meadow for the next few weeks and the cattle do come in, I can put a temporary fence around me so I can still carry on working. But the first thing I've got to do is I've got to support this front beam that's holding the roof up. I think it's looking a little bit fragile. Obviously, when this 2/3 collapsed, that stayed up there, so it's pretty strong. And in fairness, most of the wood up there looks really good. but if I'm going to remove all the tiles, I need to make sure that it's safe up there. I can probably remove most of them without actually getting onto the roof, but I think I need to prop it up. But at the moment, my priority is propping up the barns up in the main courtyard there. They're more important, because if this collapses, it could be rebuilt. If those collapse, it's a danger to the house. So anyway, I'm sitting on the big beam that was probably here, and this one is the one that collapsed and brought the whole of this 2/3 down. But anyway, yeah, so I can probably get the mower into this section to keep it tidy, but if needs be, I can just get the strimmer on it. It'll only take me 20 minutes, but at least it leaves me clear. But I didn't want them bringing these big beams and dumping them here, because I need to get a scaffold up and all this sort of thing. So I want to be able to get in here and work. So I'll probably ask them if they don't mind to drop those over at some point in the next 2 or 3 months. If I can get these tiles off, that's going to be a good start. Now obviously I need to clear all this as well, but you know, some of it's under that roof, so I've got to make sure that it's safe to do that as well. That big beam going up there could actually be wedging that roof up, so obviously I've got to get this propped up properly and make sure that nothing's going to come down on me. So yeah, a lot to do before I can think about rebuilding it, but it's something that's spurring us on now, having the materials. You all right?
Yeah.
It's better, isn't it?
Oops. Just come to see what you're doing.
Well, I've put those telegraph poles in there out of the way. I don't think the roof's going to collapse on them.
Well, that was a waste of time shredding today, because it doesn't like those slats. And now, now it's not working.
Oh, God. I did wonder, they're just too hard.
No, they're just too, it doesn't like the width of them, although they're not thick.
Even the thinner ones?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's a load more kindling we've got then. How's your eyes? Yeah. You're looking a bit red.
I'm struggling because somebody commented and said I always look sad, but my eyes are always streaming. It's the medication, and I've tried the drops and the ointment, and it doesn't make any difference, so I have to just learn to live with it. But it's really annoying when I put my makeup on and then they're just running, and I can't see what I'm doing sometimes, and it's difficult driving as well. Yeah. And yeah, and that's the other thing, is the mower is broken.
Mower?
my mower.
Ah, mine's all right.
My petrol mower. Well, you need a new belt, but no, the belt's gone, so can't cut grass now.
Tales of woe.
No, when you buy a Chateau or something like this, you always have to make sure you have spares of everything.
Yeah.
So,
and a lot of our stuff, in fairness, is quite old, isn't it?
I don't know if that belt's ever been changed, to be honest.
I don't remember it being changed.
No.
But, oh well, tales of woe.
Another job.
Come on then.
All right, you have to help me up. Okay. So this is our 3rd year with the rhubarb, and it's come up earlier. Last year was really late because we had quite a long winter, and yeah, it seems to be ahead of the game this year. So we might get some rhubarb crumble.
Well, I've often wondered if this frame and door might have come from here originally, and measuring it, it fits in the reveal behind these bricks with about an inch or so to spare. So yeah, that's possibly why it's upstairs there. They've taken it out. Bottom of it's rotten. It's got this little glazed section above, and of course the door next to it here going into the kitchen has got the glazed panels above as well, whereas at the moment above here it's just boarded. I think the door's probably too far gone to use it, but we would like a glazed door to sort of mirror the kitchen one, and it would allow more light into the boot room. So yeah, I think that's where it came from. So amongst all that wood, there's some nice usable pieces. Some of it's really small and can just be chopped up and burnt. A little bit of metalwork there, which could go to the déchetterie. That's looks like a piece of zinc from the ridge of the roof actually, so it might be worth keeping. So we've got a piece, obviously a bit of cardboard. And here's the door, which I don't think it's ever going to be used as a door again, but certainly the glass might come in useful. Well, that was a lot of weight for such a spongy floor. Yeah, that corner, that wood weighed a lot, and then of course this big pile I cleared up last week. So yeah, it's a bit spongy. I was trying to keep on the joists so I could see the joists through the boards, so that wasn't too difficult. Anyway, apart from a few little straggly bits to clear up, that's it, emptied. So we can have a good sweep up here and then decide what to do with it. But at least now, as I said last week, it feels like it belongs here now, whereas it was just another neglected area. Yeah, all sorts of possibilities. And that's the first time I've seen it from this angle. So yeah, looking forward to doing something with this. Don't know when that will be, of course. Alright, honey.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Slowly.
Oh, what's happened to the path?
Well, it's actually rotten in the middle.
Oh.
And it just snapped. But it's growing on the outer edges, so I'm going to leave that. Yeah. Just having a look at my carrots.
Oh, they're coming along.
There's a line of them there.
Do we have to thin them out? Because we planted
We
loads,
will. They're a
didn't we?
bit small at the moment. Well, nothing else has come up, so
Oh, okay.
at least we've got some.
So I've cleared the boot room.
Good.
Above the boot room, it's not too bad.
Okay.
A lot of wood to use. There's the old door on the frame.
Yeah. I've got lots of bits of glass on here because every time I'm digging, I dig up glass from the old greenhouse.
Yeah. Anyway, we need to think about getting changed.
Yeah.
We dropped Benji and Fleur this morning at the vets. We were going to film it, but it was a bit stressful for them and a bit anxious for us, and we just wanted to get them there and get them in. Really, they're having their teeth out, their final teeth that they've got.
Yeah.
And the last thing you want to do is start setting up microphones and tripods. So we just got them in there.
Especially when they want to eat. Yeah. They're manic about their foods.
Yeah, we managed to get them there anyway. So they're having their last of their teeth out, and the vet said come back at 4, collect them unless you hear differently. So we best get changed and go and get them. And the sooner the better, really. Then they'll settle down.
Yeah.
Right. So it's Benji and Fleur's big day today. We've dropped them off at the vets and we've waited all day, and now we've just come to collect them. We didn't really feel in the mood filming this morning, but they've come out quite sprightly, and Susie's just giving them a little bit of chicken.
And we got their teeth given to us in a pot, and they were awful. They only had 2 fangs each, so now they've got no teeth. Good for Well, Benji and Fleur are showing no signs of
being worse for wear.
no. They're on antibiotics for 10 days because they both had mouth infections. Yeah, Benji's got a ravenous appetite. We can't feed him enough. They already have 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
But Fleur's struggling with her tongue not staying in place a bit.
Nah, she's got to get used to that,
Yeah.
I'm afraid. But yeah, they're doing really well.
But
So
they're
we're
eating
relieved.
okay.
Yeah, they're eating very well, so we're relieved. So,
Yeah.
and they've been running around for the last few hours. So
He dives in her bowl if she doesn't eat it quick enough, doesn't he?
yeah, so they're good. They're good. And thank you to all of you who contributed. The dog charity, the association said that they've had quite a few donations.
Well, they've had €75 so far.
75, so
Towards it.
you know, that helps towards the bill.
Yeah.
So thank you ever so much, and we'll leave the link there if anybody wants to help them out. They do really good work. Really good work.
Yeah.
Yeah, good boy.
So, no. Someone's getting jealous.
Jealous.
So thank you to all of you that support us, and thank you for the coffees again.
Thank you.
And and don't forget to like and subscribe
And hit the notification bell.
Yeah.
Thank you. We shall see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.